Welcome to the Urban Dictionary, the number one authority on the English language. Let's get into some words now.
All right. What we got for Urban Dictionary today?
Oh, no problem. This time I found out that Urban Dictionary lets you have they have a bookmark feature. So all you gotta do is type the bookmark and you can keep the definition. I've been writing these longhand. I don't know why. It's my nature to write longhand. So I'm pulling out 10 definitions at a time from now on. Go to my bookmark, find out which one was the last one, and then go up from there. So we start with this one was by Not Bright, September 2005. Moon, moon.
Moon.
It's a long one. How everything is spelled according to Tom Cullen from the book The Strand by Stephen King. And then here's a huge bunch of examples. Everybody's always talking about what a dull city this is since the roller rink went bust. And there's just a drive-in theater out on Route 61. And all they show is them diddly-daddly pictures, and they're all rated X. M-O-O-N, that spells X. All right, I'm ready laws, yes. M-O-O-N, that spells ready. So it's just a random character trait.
Yeah.
Decorations is my hobby. M-O-O-N, that spells hobby. Julie Lawry, your name's Tom, right? Tom Cullen, M-O-O-N, that spells Tom Cullen. Ralph Bretner, name's Ralph Bretner. Tom Cullen, I'm Tom Cullen, M-O-O-N, that spells Tom Cullen. I don't know his name because I can't read it. Sure wish I did, though. Laws, yes. They're really out of context story book excerpts, by the way. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
I have no idea either.
Nick hands Ralph a hastily scribbled note of Ralph Brenner. Your friend's name here is Nick Andros, M-O-O-N. I guess that spells Nick. Woohoo, M-O-O-N. That spells Nebraska. I got it, mister. I got it. You're just like old Albion Packalot's hired man. Tom Cullen knows what that is. M-O-O-N. That spells deaf and dumb. All right, so now we move on to something by Creedmoor, October 12, 2004. Finger test.
Oh, God.
I know. A test used to determine the smell of a vagina. Exactly what you thought it was.
It's going to be something like that.
You get a little on your finger, give your partner a hug, and then when they're not looking, you smell your finger to see if you want it in your mouth. Or to see if you want to put it in your mouth. Wait, to see if you want to put your mouth there. Oh, okay.
Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, that's a good trick, though. A very good trick.
Just shower. Ladies,
generally, yes.
Don't worry, all you need is soap and water.
That's all.
Believe me, you don't need any special chemicals or anything.
Yes, you do. You do.
Not just soap and water, I promise.
You need to put some...
You don't.
You do.
Soap and water.
We are going to agree to disagree on this one.
Las Vegas Hour by Dictionary in 117 on December 27, 2020. The hour in which anything can happen and will be forgotten and unmentioned as the next hour begins. So you can do horrendous stuff apparently on Las Vegas Hour. There's that what's called Ginger Farmer.
Oh, God.
An individual who only plows redheads.
Something like that.
At least he had plows, like a farming thing. This was by Nom D, October 8, 2011. That was Ginger Farmer. Next is Nikki, N-I-K-I. Never seen a Nikki spelled with just one K. Yeah. This was written by Excelsior, December 7, 2011.
Excelsior.
By the way, this is they hate this person. By the way, someone got on here and they just wrote the meanest shit about this person, whether it's true or not.
It's always going to live on
Urban Dictionary.
Yes,
because they even give the name of the place. You can kind of narrow it down. So I apologize, but this is what's written on here.
This is not my words. These are these are from Nikki.
I will never try to offend anyone on purpose. I just read what's funny to me. I'm sorry. Nikki, a big fat bulldyke that steals from her friends, neglects her illegitimate children, likes to do hot cocoa sex with scabies.
What the fuck is hot cocoa?
I don't know, man. I'm just reading what hot cocoa sex with scabies-ridden drug addicts for meth. Lives in Shipville, Longview, Washington. There you go. There's an hour right there. and will ultimately die and be forgotten there. Hideously ugly, she single-handedly inspired into existence the word "cunto a bitch." Kill this bitch. Kill this nasty ogreish cunt on sight if you ever are fortunate enough to lay eyes on her. I don't know what this woman did to this other person, but they do not like Nikki.
He's an ogre.
We don't know that. She could just be a regular person. Maybe it's a guy that broke up with her, or that she broke up with, and he's like, "Wow, how dare she?"
Could be, but I don't know. Hey, you never know. Sometimes there's always that kernel of truth.
Maybe. I doubt it though. I think he's just someone's mad at Nikki.
Nikki.
This one is by Fudd Bucker, May 13th, 2020. A Wellington bouncer. The Wellington bouncer is a very specific and tedious sexual act. Very specific and tedious is what got me. When done correctly, can achieve great results. The Wellington bouncer recruited two guys, one short, lightweight, and the other one tall and strong enough to care two people. I didn't read that part. And one very flexible chick. So now we have one tall guy that's strong, one short guy that's lightweight, and one flexible woman. The strong guy is basically carrying the little guy by his legs while the the strong guy is basically carrying the little guy by his legs while the little guy is sitting upright. Wait, so he's holding him up straight up? Disclaimer, the little guy's ass is going to be propped up on the strong guy's stomach. Yep, straight up. Then the girl's going to be held partially by the little guy's arms while he's piping it. Everything was so elegant that he just said piping it. Meanwhile, she's stretched into a C position where she can suck the bigger guy off, while at the same time holding on to his legs for support. That is fucking comp. Oh, I see now. So he's hitting it while he's holding him up, and she's bending all the way over in between the guy's legs. Oh, God damn, that is a complicated position.
That dude has to be fucking strong.
How strong are you, Michael?
When I'm doing this.
I'm short enough. We just need the flexible. Next up is Gung Fu.
Gung Fu?
Gung Fu. Gung Fu is a style of sophisticated close-quarters gunplay seen in Hong Kong action cinema and in Western film and influenced by it. It often resembles a martial arts battle, playing out with the firearms instead of traditional weapons.
So Jackie Chan.
He doesn't use weapons.
But there's guns against him.
Rarely. There's always for some reason, he always somehow magically knocks a gun away.
Yeah. With a frying pan.
Yeah.
A ladder.
And then it's just a straight fight for 15 episodes where he uses a ladder.
Did you ever hear that story about him and that ladder, though?
What?
Where he said that he jumped through the ladder and smashed it on top of him, where he got both of his hands at the same time.
Yeesh.
He was like...
The focus of Gung Fu is style and the usage of firearms in ways that they were not designed to be used. Shooting a gun from each hand, shooting from behind the back, as well as the use of guns as melee weapons are all common. Other movies can involve shotguns, Uzis, rocket launchers, and just about anything that can be worked into a cinematic shot.
Mm-hmm.
It is often mixed with hand-to-hand combat maneuvers. Shit seems dangerous, by the way. Doing those kung fu moves and then you end up shooting your hand or leg by accident.
That's why they use prop guns.
From movie-wise, right?
Yeah.
But people are people. They'd be like, I'm going to do some kung fu. And then they're blowing his brains out.
On his own. Or shoot through his own arm.
Exactly. Gung Fu has become a staple factor in modern action films due to its visually appealing nature, regardless of its actual practicality in real-life combat situation. Thank you. This is a contrast to American action movies of the 1980s, which focused more on heavy weaponry and outright brute force and firearm-based combat. We call that Arnold Schwarzenegger. That man was just brute force. He even goes into detail of the history of it. Not now, cousin, I'm busy. Before 1986, Hong Kong cinema was firmly rooted in two genres, the martial arts film and the comedy. Or for Jackie Chan, the martial arts comedy. That's why he was so famous.
Mm-hmm.
Gunplay was not terribly popular because audiences had considered it boring compared to fancy kung fu moves or graceful swordplay of the wushu epics. What movie stars needed was a new way to represent gunplay, to show it as a skill that could be honed into integrating the acrobatics and grace of traditional martial arts. And that's exactly what John Woo did. Using all the visual techniques available to him, tracking shots, dollies, dolly-ins, and slow-mo, Woo created beautifully why can't I say this word? I know what it is. Surrealistic. It sounded weird that way. Like surreal? surrealistic, action. That's what my brain just froze. That were a guilty pleasure to watch. There is also intimacy found in the gunplay. Typically, his protagonist and antagonist will have a profound understanding of one another and will meet face to face in a tense Mexican standoff where they each point their weapons at one another and trade words. That is not a Mexican standoff. Mexico was 3 people.
Yes.
Whatever. You got that wrong.
Because if it's just 2 people, that's just a standoff.
Yeah, Mexican standoff is 3. Popularized by the good, the bad, and the ugly. They had the Mexican standoff at the end of the movie. The popularity of John Woo's films and the heroic bloodshed. By the way, none of them were Hispanic. They were all Italian. Thanks a lot. All those movies were in Italy. I still love them. I'm Hispanic. I'm not devastated that it's an Italian guy. The popularity of John Woo's films and the heroic bloodshed genre in general in the West helped give the Kung Fu style greater visibility. Filmmakers like Robert Rodriguez were inspired to create action sequences modeled on the Hong Kong style. One of the first to demonstrate this was Rodriguez's Desperado, 1995. The Matrix was played a part in making Kung Fu the most popular form of firearm-based combat in cinema worldwide. Since then, the style has become a staple of modern Western action films.
Yeah.
Written by Miskatonic Jack 2, September 1st, 2010. A very heartfelt intro in the Urban Dictionary. Next up, Centaur ass. Their firm, protruding buttocks belonging to a very fit person resembling the mythical half-man, half-horse, usually used as a compliment. Next up, Big Smoke's Order. You ready for it? Big Smoke is a character from GTA San Andreas. In the mission titled Drive Thru, the crew goes to the Clucking Bell, a fast food restaurant. The crew orders a decently sized meal, only for Big Smoke to order something consisting of over 7,000 calories. Yeah.
Good Lord.
I'll have 2 number 9s, a number 9 large, a number 6 with extra dip, a number 7, 2 number 45s, 1 with cheese, and a large soda. I can't do his voice, but I hope I'm adequate enough. Last up is Beardfish.
Beardfish.
A man who has grown an abundance of facial hair in order to make himself appear more attractive, usually on Instagram. Upon shaving, he looks like a dolphin's butthole. I'm sorry, a blowhole, but I decided.
I knew.
But basically me, because I have a beard. I don't shave it because I'm too fat. That's the only reason.
Instead of a dolphin, it's a beluga's butthole.
That is it. But that is it for Urban Dictionary. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll have 10 more next week.
Those are some that actually is interesting. But then some of it's like, what the fuck?
And something to segue from serious intellectual cinematic history into Senator's ass. Or Senator's whatever it said the word was.
That's bad.